Yo, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a fantastic day. I'm here with your boy Kaz.
Yo.
It's me, your boy Mo, and we're back for another episode of In Another World Pod.
Hello, guys. How you doing today? Long week, huh?
It has been a long week, bro. I was so man. I was so ready to check out since Monday.
Friday could not come sooner.
My gosh.
Mm. Ah. But Friday could not come sooner because today's recording day.
It is. We got a chill episode for y'all. Not too
vibes.
much. Yeah, not too much news on our ends, but we still got a little something for y'all. We also have some reviews to kind of go over. It'd be like a little nice chill episode for y'all.
Yeah, just a chat.
Last episode we had what's your most hated character or characters in anime and manga. We got a lot of juicy responses from y'all.
Y'all hate a lot. I'm not mad at it though, because I hate a lot too.
Yeah. Nah. You want to start off or you want me?
I'll go.
Okay.
All right. So the first one is from Digi and Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan. What's his name? Yolk?
Loke.
Loke, the brown dude. Horrible person.
I hate that
Horrible person.
Man, why he had to be the black guy, man?
I don't know.
Could have had him been any other person, man.
He's honestly irredeemable. But
I can't stand him.
you do kind of get to see him get squashed like a bug. So is it kind of worth it at that point?
Man, he pissed me off for what he caused. For what he did, for what he has done over there, he pissed me off, and he had very little screen time, which is funny.
One of the least shown antagonists on that joint, and you still remember him, and you just hate him so much.
So annoying. I got Patrick over here. He has a couple of them. His first one is from Demon Slayer, and it's Tandro, certified hater. He said he just don't. He just don't know. He just hates the guy.
You got big hater energy. It's so cool though. It's cool though.
He also hates Mineta from My Hero. Lock his pervy ass up in jail, he said.
I mean, yeah, but also leave Mineta alone, man. Hey, look.
Nah, he can't. It's crazy to put Master Roshi to shame.
He's kind of a skis.
Yeah.
He is.
And then he also said Gilgamesh from Fate. He said how bro so OP and put in minimal work. He brings the show with him, but accomplishes literally nothing against Ansem.
See, he hates Gilgamesh but not hating Gilgamesh for what you're supposed to hate Gilgamesh for.
You said fuck it, man.
That's
Just throw
actually
him
funny.
away.
That's mad funny. And the one I got is from CJ. CJ
What do you got?
CJ said light from
From Death Note?
from Death Note. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but I'm just like I don't even know why I'm laughing. Let's just leave it at that. Light's a bastard though.
Bro. Fuck Light.
Yo, he had some questionable kills. The
kills I still don't get behind. FBI agent, I mean, to be fair, FBI agent was caught lagging. That's on him. Same thing for his wife. I don't agree with his wife getting knocked, though.
Jeez.
Also his dad, bro. Yeah, nah.
That was just a bad person. I respect that one.
Nah, Light. I'm glad he got murked, bro. I
Yeah.
still think that, like, he should have been packed up. The pack needed to be better, though. But, I mean, hey, he still got packed regardless.
That's exactly what CJ said, too. He should have got packed up. His ass should have got packed up. Because he was done with him after he killed his pops. So, yeah.
He got away with He literally
bro.
got away with too much.
Big pain point. Also,
Mm-hmm.
Danzo and Sasuke.
This is all from CJ?
Yeah.
Damn.
But Sasuke. Danzo, I'm here with you. Sasuke, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do think he should have went to jail though.
He got off.
He needed to stay in jail.
He got off with too easy.
He needed. You know what it should have been? He should have been coming out of jail.
Yeah, when Boruto started, he should have been
He
leaving
should have
jail.
been coming out of jail.
All right, you did some time.
Hey,
Nah, this man.
We could explain the way a conjugal visit. Here's my daughter. Never mind.
Nah, this man was able to come and go as he pleased.
Yeah,
He got off light.
he got off light, bro. And he also said Spandam and Orochi. Now,
Spandam needed his ass beat more. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought she should have popped him into just
I'm
like
actually surprised Robin didn't, because I damn sure would have.
she should have pulled one half of him away from the other one, bro. Spandam was a bastard. And Orochi, he burned today, I think, right? I don't remember.
Orochi?
Yeah. I think so.
He did burn. Yeah.
Damn, son.
The trader was coming right back on him. Yeah, he burned him. Yeah, he burned up, bro.
Yeah.
He needed that.
I
Screw
hated
Orochi.
him because his laugh. That's
Fucking
really the
snaggle
reason
tooth
I hate him the
ass.
most, and the way he treated Yuri.
Yeah, nah, his snaggle too fast deserved all that.
Yeah,
Hey.
everything he got. All right, what's the next one for you?
The next one that I have is from Allie. Chica from World Trigger.
Why?
She said this little shit right here. Every time she sees her face, it pisses her off.
What do you even mean by that?
Hey, don't discriminate. I don't know.
She's a baby. Well, she's not a baby, but you know what I mean.
Hey, apparently she also gets hate.
Damn, son. That one caught me off guard. Chica. That's
Because you
scary.
like Chica.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. You
just-
tolerate.
I don't hate her. She's there when her cannon comes up, and you're just like, oh, that building was a thing. But I don't hate her. I don't hate.
Oh, she got haters.
I don't think I hate anybody from that series.
Or
They're all pretty tame.
for the most part. You okay?
You know what? I'm done rationalizing it.
You got anyone else?
Yeah, I got one from Brian. She said Mahito from JJK. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
May he rot in hell
Yeah. Yes. Her sentiments exactly.
for the hits that he got. Yeah, nah, his ass deserves hell.
I was done with him from the first time he pulled up, bro.
On Junpei,
As soon as he did his assault on Junpei, I was done with him.
yeah, nah,
I was finished. The fact that he lasted that long in the series aggravated me.
honestly, he's really lucky. He's honestly lucky that he even got that treatment. He deserved a whole lot more. Honestly, Yuji should have broke his foot off in his ass.
Yeah.
He got away too
Yeah.
easy.
But hey, you got to progress the plot somehow.
Hey, I mean, at least Yuji did
Bastard.
a cold walk down on him. I still think he should have gotten more than
A
that.
legendary walk down.
It was nice. This is coming from Domo. She actually got a lot on here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just go run back and forth, back to back. For starting out, she said Shao Tucker from Full Metal Alchemist. I don't think we need to go any further. We already
We
know.
don't need to talk about that.
She also agreed the same thing with CJ, Danzo from Naruto.
Yeah, like you don't go around plucking people's eyes out, bro. It's just not cool. It's not a good
Nah.
look.
Nah,
Yep, tearing families apart, abusing children, turning them into war machines.
For
It's not a good
nothing.
look. Not a good look. Killing your
all
friends.
that for what?
Not a good look. You were still weak. Not a good look, bro. Just not a good look.
She then said Griffith from Berserk played my guy Guts. Homie had no chill. Super villain.
I
truly.
still have not gotten past the scene. I don't know what episode that is. Episode 1, 2. Still haven't gotten past it. I have no urge to even continue after I saw what that man was doing. That man was a vile person. Loathsome.
He's also another person who deserved to be back.
Disgusting.
He needs to be in the back. And then the other one was Gendo from Neo and Evangelion. What you call?
My brain's rotting. Is that the dad?
Yeah. Father of the year. Yeah, his ass.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Dude is a menace. Well,
Bro.
what he did to some straight menace.
Oh, the trauma's coming back. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Hashtag daddy problems.
Bro, why there's so many dads on her list? There's too many dads on the list.
That's it. That's all she got.
Oh my God. For the love of God. The other one I have is from another friend of mine. She said Shoji from Nana. Now, I've never seen Nana, but from what I understand, this man was a cheating, lying bastard.
Oh.
And I'm not going to object to the hate. I agree with the hate. Cheating, lying bastards needs to go. But at the same time,
Oh, he for the streets.
Slice of Life needs a villain.
I mean, hey.
This man was a villain.
Oh.
Villain.
Okay.
He's running around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say no more. You had anything else, or?
No, that was it.
All right, I just got one last one. This is from Megan. Malty, or her other name from Shield Hero, bitch. Also, another one that needs no explanation.
Yo, hold on. Getting your name legally turned to bitch.
Hilarious. Also wild.
It fits her though.
100%.
It's perfect. Like you can't
It's
even
funny how it
argue with
happened,
the
though.
name.
Your mom, the queen, say, yeah, nah. This is going to be your new name.
Bitch. Just kill me, bro. I'm not walking
That's
around.
so wild. Even the spirit hero who was with her had to refer to her.
You gotta call her bitch. You gotta call her by her
That's
name,
a
bro.
new government.
It's a royal decree.
What are your picks, bro?
Mine.
Because I know you got some crazy picks.
All right. I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up.
Who'd you got?
I don't care what nobody say. Makima's a bitch. Makima is a horrible, terrible person, bro.
Oh, Chainsaw, yeah.
Yes. Makima from Chainsaw Man is a horrible person.
I mean,
I don't understand why people simp over her. I don't
I don't
understand
got
why
it.
people even like the character. She is a horrible woman.
very bad.
My goodness.
I'm actually kind of confused too. And why I see why people. I don't see why. I don't agree with it, but knowing how crazy people are, I figured she would have like a crazy fan base or like a big fan base. Do I agree with her? No, not in the least.
I feel traumatized for Denji. Feel traumatized for Denji. That's how bad I hate her.
Poor kid. She actually did take advantage. Yo, that's so wild.
OD, bro. OD. He was a
He was
child.
at his lowest.
A homeless child. You picked it. Why do people like her? Anyway, Rachel from Tower of God.
Ah, man, this.
Yeah, I know. Look, Chainsaw Man is
She was the one who
Man.
inspired this.
Chainsaw Man is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is Chainsaw Man. You expect bad things to happen in Chainsaw Man. When I was reading Tower of God and you meet Rachel and you see Rachel through Bam's eyes and you're like, oh my God, Bam's in love. And you start to root for Rachel and Bam. And then
A betrayal.
that was the first time in literature I wish somebody was real so I could murder them with my own hands, bro. Like, you don't understand how much I hate this lady. It's one of the most unforgivable things I've seen in fiction.
Yeah, if you would let him bring it up, he will always bring it up.
Just don't ask me about hate, bro. She's been at the top of my list for like damn near a decade. You know how much manga and anime I've taken in so far over that 10 years? Jesus Christ.
Nah, Rachel's bad.
She may not seem as bad to you guys, but the betrayal.
Yeah, nah, I think the crazy thing is, like, when he looks at her, it's nothing but light. So to see that light kind of snuffed by just a person who is your guiding light, who gives you purpose and stuff, that is crazy.
It was so easy too.
And her ass is selfish.
It was so easy. It was so easy. And then she pulled up on homie and took his legs.
Yeah, she has no remorse. Yeah, nah,
bro.
She a demon.
You gotta go, bro.
Gotta go.
I wish Kun had just done it.
It would have been nice.
It would have been nice.
Also, would have solved a lot of problems.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep mine short.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have had more, but I can't stand this. Every time I see him in the manga and the anime, I can't stand his ass. Charlos from One Piece. I can't stand that nigga. That ninja. Sorry, French.
Nah.
Terrible, man.
Charlos is
that open palm punch that Luffy gave him wasn't enough. He still needs more.
The amount of,
and he left an imprint on his face. I need Luffy to pack him up.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Stand him.
I kind of love that he's so durable though.
So he could continue on getting
his
his ass
punished over and over again. Look at what the Grand Fleet members. They kicked the hell out of him.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I want to see more of that. I just want to see him be like I want to see Gear 5th just grab him, turn him into a soccer ball, and just kick him around, bro. He's the right shape, bro. It's cool.
Is.
Wouldn't even be that hard to turn him into a big ball.
Nah.
He's a horrible person, though.
Man, I can't stand the Celestial Dragons as a whole, though. But him specifically, yeah, nah.
Keep your fishes away from this man. He's a freaky frog, bro.
Keep everything away from him.
He's a freaky frog. He wants to be freaky frogs with everything.
Yeah, nah. Keep everyone away from him. Keep everything away from him. Just stay away from him. So, it has been a good amount of, we got a lot of good submissions from y'all. We like this.
Yeah. Some good ones, too. Some good hate. I like that Donzo one.
A whole lot of y'all are certified haters. I agree, though.
Yeah.
I respect it.
That's some hating ass niggas. We approve this message, though.
So, we brought it up earlier in the intro. We kind of got like a little bit of news, nothing too heavy. Thankfully, news this time around been pretty light. Have you heard about the Pokemon Terra leak?
Oh, they dropped their pockets, bro.
Bro, a terabyte worth of just information just leaked. Crazy. And this is like going over like beta sprites, which some of them do look dope. I gotta send you the link for them because I saw some of them floating around on Twitter where I forgot the page who was talking about them though, but a lot of stuff. A lot of designs cool and whatnot. There's also lore about the
hold on
legends.
My knee just felt like it made like 4 different sounds just now. My bad. Go ahead.
That's Oh my gosh. Snap, crackle, pop, huh?
Yeah. Like bubble wrap, bro. Jesus Christ. Eh. I'm good. My knee's fine.
So yeah, just a whole lot of stuff. I know Nintendo and Game Freak both are gonna go crazy about those. I know they're gonna go crazy on trying to shut down the spread of information about the leaks because that is, and it's not like the good leaks that you would see or that we usually get from Pokemon and them. This is bad. There's also information about One Piece. It's on hiatus now. Well, wait a minute. It's officially on hiatus or is going on hiatus after this week?
It's clip.
Oh, last week was the end, right?
We ain't getting nothing until like next year.
You saw the you saw the meme that I sent. I'll post the meme on I'll post it on our channel so y'all guys can be able to see it. But remember the straw hats with the 1 week? Yeah.
Yo, it had the 3D 2Y tattoo, but it was 1W 6M. Yeah,
See you in 6 months.
My Saturday nights are gonna be so uneventful now. I'll just game. I don't know.
I mean, hey, if anything, you got like a little time slot freed up.
Yeah. I think it's good though, because it's getting really close to what's actually going on, and I feel like
with the way the mangas be taking breaks and stuff, they definitely would have caught up.
Yeah. Plus with the release of season 2 for the live action, it's probably gonna come. It's scheduled for when, next year?
Yeah, next year. They if I remember correctly, they started filming in June.
Yeah,
of
so
this year.
With that, like probably gonna be coming out. Promos probably gonna be wild. And the last time they did promo for it, Oda was out of commission, like actually updating content for the manga for like a month or some shit like that. So
yeah, he was overseas doing promo for it and stuff.
Yeah, they're probably prepping for long breaks during promotion for.
The manga's also taking a small break too, right?
Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not mad about it though.
Yeah.
Give him some time.
Besides,
everybody knew it was catching all the way up.
I think next year is actually going to be packed. Is the One Piece actually dropping next year?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so the Wit Studio one, they haven't released the release date for it, right?
I don't remember seeing one.
Okay. So, I mean, 6 months from the current anime to resume, and then we already having the live action come back to next year. So, it'd be good. Plus, they've been going crazy with the animation and the scenes, the fights, and all that stuff. So seeing all that stuff brought up, did you see the screenshots from the special that they got going on, the Fishman special?
Yeah, they
updating the art for it.
Yeah, and they're updating the art for it. They've done this a few times though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where they like consolidate parts of the anime into shorter, easier to watch segments. Like I used to actually recommend the East Blue one to people just because it's a lot of stuff, and the East Blue one it was okay. It wasn't like perfect, but it was okay, and like giving
Don't worry,
you
we got something better coming.
most of the story. Yeah, but it's the same thing. I'm not expecting anything crazy out of it, honestly. I do watch them though because it's like usually pretty good animation and it updates the fights, so makes it more interesting.
Should we be calling the One Piece, or should we be calling it Wit Piece?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It's too much.
A lot of shit going on. Oh, wait, man. I feel like it'd be messed up not to mention this because it's kind of funny. the pervy typhlosion thing.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm not gonna go all into it though, because I'm pretty sure everybody else have done seen stuff of it now.
Hey, if you
Crazy.
haven't, go look up the next entry for pervy typhlosion.
Or don't. Just save yourself the trouble.
You could save yourself the trouble, but it's kind of aggressively.
That was wild.
It was wild.
That was wild. Lock him up.
Dark humor would definitely appreciate it.
New season of anime.
Yeah, pretty stacked so far, man. I'm not gonna lie, having a good time. Found myself watching a lot of stuff.
I still have stuff that I have not started yet, or that I have like just put on the or I should say I just added onto the watch list because might have seen like a little short clip or whatever. And I was like, oh, interesting. But yeah, nah. As a compared to what the summer was, yeah, stack season for sure. The summer suffered, so that way the fall could be dope and packed.
Don't you lie to people like that, okay?
What was good with the summer, huh?
Oh no, it wasn't so that the fall could fly. The fall was gonna fly anyway.
That is true. Fall always usually be stacked.
Yeah, summer was pretty bad. I was gonna try to defend it, but it wasn't a lot of good stuff.
Nah, not too much. Like I said, it was a pretty snooze. Unless you was actually like watching certain things, it's kind of pretty snooze. Like for the most part,
It was decent for slice of life. I give it that. Yeah. My list this summer. Ignore that. This fall. He told me to get checked up at the neurologist. I'm just not gonna do it.
Crazy, bro.
Hey, bro. The brain works. Okay.
You sure?
No, not. It has to. I wake up.
I mean, all right, bro.
I function at work, bro.
All right, so I'll go. We already know. Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
That's gonna be in everybody's list though. But yes,
Bro, it took like 2 episodes of the anime for me to like just go catch up on the manga.
this madman flew by. We playing games and stuff, and in between matches, just reading.
It was easy to read, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, and it's entertaining.
It is entertaining.
It's extremely entertaining, actually. And
I'm trying not to blow through this.
and the double spreads. The double spreads. This man can draw. He can draw.
One thing about Fujimoto, his assistant's been killing it. Spy Family,
Cracked
Hell's
out, bro.
Paradise,
Cracked
down
out.
and on.
Cracked out.
Damn, man. Unfortunately, well, not necessarily unfortunately though, but Frame Lock is also there.
What's that?
Blue Lock.
Wow.
Bro, that second episode was
I know
I'm here for Blue Lock, but
it hurts my heart.
the slideshow presentation thing, I just don't know. I hope that's not what we're getting for the rest of the season.
I'm pretty sure we will, bro. They did it the first season. I think it's what they want to do. I think it just sucks.
Oh, come on. We need something better for it.
It's not like it's a bad studio either.
It's not. Which is why I'm kind of like, why we getting this though? But
They probably outsourced it like the Junji Ito episode.
oh yeah, that's going. Yeah.
Episode 3 looked fine to me though.
Blue Lock?
For Junji Ito.
Oh, I still have to watch it. I think I'll just wait for the 4th episode to drop it later this week for me to finish it up or to actually start it, because it's only 4 episodes, so I might as well binge it.
That is fair.
But yeah, nah, I heard things and I saw things though, but neither here nor there. Crazy.
I was watching it and I didn't like consciously acknowledge the lack of
Yeah, you
like
didn't really
yeah.
seem to like notice or
Until
didn't
Megan told
pick
me.
it.
I didn't really pick up on it because I wasn't that focused on it. I was
Hmm.
just more like focused on the story and what was happening and stuff. So
I had another friend, Mike, because he was watching it and he's a big Junji Ito fan. Sorry, excuse me. And he was saying he didn't really have no issues. He was kind of like you. Like he didn't really have no problems with it. I know another person who on my list, she loves everything from Junji Ito. So she's really hyped for this one to finally get adapted. But she was not. She wasn't messing with it from that second episode. I know that she's been giving like her little takes or her reviews on each of the episode. Just goes to show how much she enjoys
yeah, no,
it.
this is definitely
But
not my space. I'm just observing.
she was giving her piece or stuff that she was talking about it though, but seemed all right. I mean, I know who the second episode, which is crazy because the first episode was highly talked about. Everybody loved the first episode. And then the second episode dropped, and that got like crazy mixed reviews. Some people fucking with it, other people not necessarily fucking with it. But I don't know. We'll see. From what I noticed, the first episode was animated by a whole completely different studio, and I don't know what was the budget constraints or what issues or beefs or whatever things that they had that happened through development, because this has been cooking for 5 years now. But clearly, there's been like something that was happening in the background and the back scenes that we don't know yet.
Yeah, from what I understand, they outsourced to a different studio, and the different studio just
Mm-hmm.
they didn't do a good job. People are speculating that it was just going to cost too much money to do the same level of production on the first episode for all the episodes, which is weird. But I think like I said, the third episode that I watched, I didn't finish all of it, but from what I saw, it looked closer to the first episode's level than the second episode did. So I think this might be a whole lot of nothing in the long run. But, you know, and it's not like stuff like this as
Doesn't happen.
let me not excuse it away, because then that's dismissive. When I went back and watched it, it did suck. I looked at it. It is what it is.
The third episode or the second
second
episode?
one.
Oh.
Second one. When I went back and looked at it and observed it more thoroughly, there was definitely a big drop off. I kind of feel like at some point it can get fixed. You know, like if it's unfortunately sometimes if things are bad enough, anime studios go back and fix it. So
Yeah, probably
they'll
maybe the
pick up their
Blu-ray.
pace. Yeah, exactly. Stuff like, but then selling that stuff, it a little fishy. But pick your pants up, basically.
Hopefully they close up well in the fourth episode,
Hopefully.
since that's like the last one.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
What else you got on your list?
My Hero had finished. Damn, that's so crazy. It actually ran all the way into a little bit of fall. There's something over here. I haven't started the episode, or I haven't started the series yet, I should say. Let's get that straight. Haven't started the series, but from the little premise that I saw of it, had me something like, all right, interesting. It's called Demon Lord 2099.
I saw that.
It looks good? Or you mean like you just saw it?
No, I watched it.
Oh.
It's actually on my list.
It had me at Cyberpunk.
Yes. It fits the theme. I was checking it out. So far it's pretty okay.
It's like a isekai in futuristic?
Not really.
Okay.
Think reincarnation. Actually, just think you just wake up one day. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the same person, so it's not really reincarnation. He's just basically
it's
dead
just
at
a
one
different
point
time.
and then revived in a different time.
Okay, so it's still within his same world. He's just like far into the future.
Bingo.
Got it.
Pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah. Hasn't shown anything like
Crazy though, but
Yeah.
interesting premise.
Wait, I think I might have an episode to watch.
I mean, possibly. No. It only has one episode, so it didn't update yet.
Okay.
Just recently came out.
Okay.
Yeah, though, but nah, it looks interesting. So I'm definitely gonna watch that when I get back. There was also another one. This is a little bit of a slice of life, I believe.
Yee.
Negative, positive angler.
Oh, I was actually watching that the other day.
How is it?
It's like the first episode was a little slow, kind of cute. It looks like it's gonna focus around fishing.
Mm.
So
Dealing with a person's negative or person at a lowest point, and then
yes,
I'm guess getting right back into life through fishing from the people around them. Correct?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah. No, that looks interesting.
yeah. Bump into strangers. They show you how to do their thing. You start doing their thing with them. Have fun. Have a good time.
And then now you're getting a whole new different spin or outlook on life from what you previously had before.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. No. From like I said, I saw a little because I was on YouTube scrolling for some stuff to just add up on a list,
Mm-hmm.
and that was one of the things that was up on there. I was like, yeah, nah, this looks pretty good. I wouldn't mind this.
So far, it's okay.
Got Dragon Ball Daima in the back pocket. It's Dragon Ball. Don't need to really explain much on that though, but
Keep it where it belongs, bro. In the casual. Let me stop.
I mean,
Hey, bro, they're all casual. My Hero's casual. JJK
is.
is casual. Let's be real here.
it is.
That's on my list too.
There was also Mecha Ood, Mechanical Arm. That was, if I remember correctly, that was like showed off way back in the day for, I think it was like on a Kickstarter. Finally got it animated.
It looks pretty good too.
Looks good.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the first episode. I think they got like 3 episodes out right now for it, right? Or is it 2?
I was
good.
watching the second episode late in the night. I think I might have fell asleep probably like 3 something in the
I
morning.
was watching you, huh?
Yeah. But the character dynamics are pretty cool.
That's good.
I like it. They're very funny. I don't hate it.
That's nice. Yeah. So that's what I got up on the list. There might be a couple of little other stuff that I haven't gotten a chance to look around, but for the most part, that's what I got going on right now. The list obviously will probably grow as the season continues, like it always do. What you got, bro?
I have all the stuff you have, plus Blue Exorcist, which is at a pretty cool arc right now.
This is the 3rd season?
Yes. No. 4th?
4th.
4th.
Damn.
Yeah, because remember they had the 2 seasons way back when. They had another season last spring, and now this is the follow-up to last season. So that's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am behind on Blue Exorcist.
Yes. And also got the continuation of Core 2 of Tower of God. It's pretty solid. They're doing a good job with it. I like it. Rurouni Kenshin. Yes, I know. Controversial. But it's pretty good. I still haven't started Blue Box, but
Oh, crap. That's what I had on there. Blue Box. Blue Box was good. Animated well.
you watched it?
Yeah, I only saw the first episode. It was good.
Okay, excuse me, guys. I'm going to go walk out onto my balcony. I'm kidding. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Oh, man. But, yeah, there are some other small stuff that has kind of just,
Peaked interest, though, but gotta be reviewed first, right?
yes. Yes, there's little things that I'm like on the edge of watching that I haven't started yet. But yeah. So far, my favorite is probably Yeah,
I already
it's
know where you're
Dan
gonna
to
go
Dan.
down to down.
Yeah, no, it's Dan to Dan. My favorite's Dan to Dan. It's been pretty funny so far. I'm not gonna lie.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, the characters are hilarious. Blue Lock, why you gotta do me like this? I want to speak about you highly. Like, make it hot, bro. Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised. Man, I'm not even gonna go talk about it. I ain't bashing Blue Lock. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Nah.
I like Blue Lock over here though, but damn, bro, give
I,
me some justice.
I will say the long running buddies,
Long running buddies.
yeah, they're holding out, bro. Bleach has been holding out. Bleach has been pretty
I
good.
forgot Bleach. Yeah, Bleach is back.
Mhm.
Obviously, people watching Bleach.
Yeah. All the like classic stuff that's getting their like rework, let's call it that. It's pretty good. Kenshin, Bleach, all of them are pretty good. What was the other one? My Hero. That one just ended.
Yeah, that's what I'm like saying. That's kind of it's kind of weird. I mean, it started originally in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Or was it the spring?
It was summer, early summer, because they had the 4 episodes preview, like recap.
Yeah, we ain't counting those scores.
They did.
Of course they would. Yeah,
It costs money, broder.
it
Let's be real. It costs
it
money.
does.
That, and then it went 21 episodes, which ended last week.
And that was a packed season. Damn, that season was good.
Very good season, too. Very good season.
Shangri-La.
Oh, yes. Forgot
Shangri-La
about that.
came
Yes.
back.
Yes, that is true, too. Very good season, though. And segue?
Segway, bro.
Okay. My Hero. We talked about it a little bit before, but we never really like gave a final impression on it.
Didn't do it. We did talk about the ending since the manga ended earlier this year. We briefly spoke of it on one of the earlier episodes. We just didn't give our rating for it, right?
Yeah.
What you got for it, bro?
I think it's like a solid 8.
I agree.
Yeah, a solid
I think it's
8.
good.
It's for me personally because of like I've spent so long with it, and a lot of the characters I'm really attached to,
They can never make me
and the
hate you.
storylines are pretty good. I have it like sitting right at the edge of like my top 5, with room to get its ass kicked, but it's like right there. You know what I mean? Like with the way things are trending recently, with a lot of the stuff that I've been reading, definitely it's got room to get its butt kicked, and things could get good enough that they could push it out. But for now, yeah, I'm comfortable
I'm
saying that.
hyped. They did such a good job with animating it. The last season that just finished, that I'm hyped to see, and I'm hyped to see what they would do for the final season, which shouldn't be all that long since we're technically already at the
Yeah, I think it's supposed
the
to be
end of
like
it.
half the episode runs. So
probably about like 13.
yeah, probably all that money condensed into 13 episodes. Let's see what they can give us.
See, My Hero
Make it hot.
My Hero don't have crazy long fights. The fights, I don't know if folks realize, but the fights don't last long in My Hero.
They don't.
The thing that takes up most of the time, or that does most of the that do most of the heavy lifting in My Hero,
The thinking?
is the nah, the emotions,
Oh,
the build up for it,
that
or the build up
and
for the
the
stuff.
thinking.
Yeah,
Let's be real here. Explaining how things are going.
yeah. I mean, you need something.
You do.
Horikoshi, you do well with that, though. I feel.
Yeah, he's not bad at it.
So yeah, I can't see when they finally get to animating that. I can't see the final battle being too long. Probably ultimately maybe about considering where we left off from the anime, and then continuing forward to finish the whole war. Probably about like
I think it'll probably be like
7,
the last
8.
7-8 episodes for the whole thing.
Well, don't forget there's also the other stuff where like in between All Might thing.
I think they got to give us 12, bro.
Oh, what for like the fights?
No, just like
No, no, I'm not talking about like 8 episode count for the whole thing. I'm talking about like between like the whole thing for the from where we left off now for the rest of the war. I could probably see it being wrapped up in 8 episodes, and then the rest being done for the epilogue stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're saying. Eh, sounds reasonable. So what would you rate it?
I give it an 8. It's pretty good. Things obviously there's things that obviously could always be better. I feel with things, but all in all, I think for what it is and for what it's worth, and for the message that at least Horikoshi was going with for it, I think it did well. I think it like hit what it needed to hit. Stuff between society, bringing up some interesting questions for the characters living in there, as well as just some interesting, thought-provoking ideas and stuff. I think it did all right. I think it did well for that.
Okay, I agree. It was definitely came to a nice, tidy conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit quicker than I thought it would go, but a nice, tidy conclusion. And we get to the spoiler section.
So, as some of y'all already know, well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now, JJK ended in September. We spoke of it briefly, right? Or not too much. We didn't really go all too much.
I don't think we really went into anything with it because we wanted to save it for, just give it a little time to stew, let it cook a little bit, let it marinate.
Well, since it's been a couple of weeks that had passed from the last time since it ended, which was in what 31st,
31st,
right?
It's been, about a couple of weeks, yeah.
I was able to let it stew with some time. Now we're getting to a little bit of the bit where we're just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So if you are only an anime only, we catch you near the end, right? You've been warned. We're going to go into it, and then we're going to give our review on the ending of it all together. What we get it.
Yeah. All right. So it's been, to say the least, controversial about the ending. A lot of stuff went unexplored, which has left a lot of the community
in an uproar.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man! The community has been
ravenous,
very feral with the ending with these past couple of end chapters.
Yeah. Everybody thought My Hero was bad with the ending. They just
It would jump, and it was. I didn't even think My Hero ending was all that bad, and they was correct, bro. The amount of stuff and the people talking about it and downplaying it, or just talking about talking about the outcome and stuff. I'm just like, damn.
To be fair,
damn, okay.
The My Hero ending was kind of scarred by the whole Bakugo thing, so I guess people probably were already extra mad about that. So
that was so long ago, though.
Yeah, but it's still a part of the ending storyline. So I feel like people still think about that as a whole thing. So there's like
most of the stuff I saw was people talking about Deku now having to go from having to pick work at fast food.
Oh, getting into the meat of the problem. Yeah, like so expectations versus reality.
Yeah, I think expectations and this not just with My Hero or JJK though, but I think moving as a whole with anime and manga.
Yeah,
is crazy.
Yeah, me personally, I like. Sometimes you sit, you chill, and you might be listening to music, whatever. You daydream a little bit. You think about things that could happen in the future and the stuff that you're reading. So
I think which is perfectly normal. How you think it would end, or probably should, or you would go back over for.
Yeah, it's natural, but don't really don't let that damage your view of the whole thing. You know what I mean? In my view, the ending of JJK wasn't perfect. Could have been handled better with more chapters to do things a little bit more neatly.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of guessed this would happen when we found out about the 5 days.
Yeah. I think that's also
five chapters.
I'll give that to Gege. Gege just came and he just said, well, they just came and they said like, hey, I'm ending things how I want to. This is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're just going to have to hold that.
Yeah, he said he's telling the story ending the story how he wanted to end the story. This is what he wanted to tell. And you can kind of see it a little bit if you look at it. I feel like when you read week to week, because it takes so long, you get more invested in a sense in what's happening.
The hype for it.
Yeah. And it makes you a little bit more like knee jerky when things happen.
Binge reading it as opposed to week is completely different. So the perspective of things shift. And that's not to say that like even if we were to get like the last 5 chapters all together, I think the community would still be how it is, divided or whatever the case, because of how they feel. There's still people out there talking about like irrelevant things, why this isn't brought up. And it's like, I understand if those topics or those points were like real big points or real big outliers or issues or things that should have been answered. But we talking about like, it's been a minute though, but we talking about like very, very minimum things. Kind of like how with My Hero, for example, people talk about like Deku's dad. Look, bro, Deku's dad, whether he was in the story or not, wasn't going to go change the story whatsoever. Yeah. It probably would have been cool knowing about him though, but like it's such a minor thing. Who cares? And I understand like people still holding on to the fact of Horikoshi, for example, because I'm just using it as an example. Horikoshi said like, okay, hey, we might see Deku's dad or whatever, and that was like way early on when he first brought that up. Things change, stories, plans change at the end of the day with this, because with a lot of things happen with manga, it's always ongoing. It's an ongoing thing. So like you, the writer, you, the artist, the creator, you're also talking with your editor and stuff. The editor will then chime in on like, hey, bring up this idea and stuff. Things always are constantly changing is the point. So something that we probably had an idea, or they probably had an idea for, whether it was a small point or a big point, probably shied away from it. It's no longer a part of the vision for like the overarching thing that they got going on now. It happens. And to be highly pressed over like the little things, the little points that wasn't or that didn't bring right back up, is just, I'd rather the bigger things the more pressing things be answered than like, okay, we didn't get this little answer for this little thing. That's how I personally see it. And just seeing some of the stuff from the community, being pressed over about all these little changes, all these little things, every little thing that wasn't answered. It's like, all right, well, come on. Like, what we really talking about over here now?
For me, after thinking about it, I adjusted the way. Oh, let me not say adjusted. I feel like the way you observe it needs to be adjusted a little bit, because when you read manga, sometimes your attention can get pulled away from characters more often than not. And it happens a lot in manga where you're following side characters for a long time. I feel like that happened in JJK for such long periods of time that it really changed who you view the story from's perspective. Like, people joke and say that the main character of the story is not Yuji, that it's Gojo. I think that's something that contributes to why
people have the feelings that they do about like the
ending. Yeah. Because this is what I observed from reading the story. The story was about 3 things in my perspective: a boy, a man and a monster and their relationships to each other. How the boy had to choose basically from go which direction he would go. You're gonna go to the path of the and this is why personally I don't love the ending, but the last chapter of JJK is
It's
one of my favorite
sets it up
chapters
for you.
of JJK.
Like
Yeah,
it culminates all like the things that you was feeling with it. Yeah.
this is what made me come to this conclusion. Reading the last chapter of JJK, it to me that last chapter was one of the best chapters of the manga, and it's lost in the whole issue with how the story's ending and how quickly it ended. The relationship between the boy and the direction he takes, whether he goes to be the strongest man or a monster. There's three characters that embody this, and when you're introduced to the story, the first one you see is Yuji. Yuji's the boy, and then shortly after, you get introduced to Sukuna and Gojo almost at the same time, right? There, Yuji meets Sukuna the same time he meets Gojo on the roof of the school with Megami there, and Sukuna takes over his body, and Gojo has to interfere. That was that interaction, and I feel like that was the point where he came to a crossroad. The boy and the man, and which direction are you gonna go? And he could have been consumed by Sukuna, which was the whole plot. Or
Everybody was saying how strong these how strong the fingers are, and the fact that Yuji was even able to fight off and still control.
that was his willpower, bro. And he was able to choose that path where he went with Gojo, who was at that point the strongest. And throughout the story, you get little bits of Sukuna doing certain things to Yuji where it would easily push you down into that darkest hole you could be in. And every time he would get pushed down there, he would try to worm his way back up.
Not just Sukuna too. Mahito was also a part of that whole thing on like kind of just breaking Yuji, tainting him, so to speak. Yuji as a character has went through nothing. Yuji as a character knows nothing but hardship. Don't know much about his parents. Only know about his grandpops. Grandpops' last words to him: go make friends, have a life. Don't worry about me coming up over here and every day with these in the visits for the hospital. Don't worry about me. Live your life. Find people that you know you have a connection with. Cherish them. Go live your life. And that's been Yuji's whole story from jump. And then obviously we got all these other outside forces. Sukuna being the biggest one. Mahito being the coin at the time when he was there. All just pretty much shitting on him. But ultimately it made Yuji a stronger person.
Yeah. Yeah, he was able to choose that path to being a man, and he followed Gojo, and he idolized Gojo, and you see that carry out across the whole story. And I almost think that Gojo is built up as this perfect character. He wasn't at all perfect, which is why I think, ironically, in my mind, I consider him a perfect character, because he was written to portray perfection, but
he was already at the top.
Yeah, deep down he was not a perfect person. I personally think Gojo was suicidal. That's just me. I've carried that theory with me for mad long.
I think the major problem with a lot of people, and I'm not coming across this just now, just from seeing, you know, how people interact on the internet, on the web about it. People don't understand Gojo. People don't understand Gojo as a character. And I think that's the major thing. That's what I wouldn't say that's a major thing. I think that's one of the things that is lost on people, is that they're whisked up in the hype of Gojo, because Gojo is literally that guy. He's that character. But people don't actually understand Gojo as a character. Like they just, because even with I forgot, I was watching a video and somebody brought up a point about Gojo and the whole thing with they wish that like they wish in how it was written in the ending, whereas like he wasn't such a throwaway. Like why they throwing away Gojo? Something like to kind of connect him right back to his students or whatever. And it's like you're missing the point of Gojo. You're even missing like what he was set out to do. What, like the whole thing. The reason why we got all these students of his is because these were like people he selected to carry on to the next torch. Yuji is that next torch, but all of them, Megumi, Nora, even what you call Maki, Panda and them, Yuta, Gojo had interest in all of these people, brought them together, taught them some stuff, and then had set them up where he set them up for success in the sense of, hey, taking on you guys are going to take over from here. Because again, truth be told, ever since he was born, the whole world of jujitsu has been on a standstill. Can't do no progress with him being around. Not much can actually progress with a character like that who's has their boot on everybody's necks, so to speak. Progress has to happen, and kind of like All Might in a sense, can't make change, can't have progress with society like this relying on one person or afraid of one person in this sense. For JJK.
It'll stagnate. Yeah, it really will. And I feel like there's a lack of appreciation of there is a lack of appreciation of the nuance of his character, to the point where even in the end, like, people didn't want him to die just because they didn't want him to die. But his death was completely necessary element to the story. And this is coming from somebody who, when he got clipped week after week after week after week,
you saw him. He was on some huge copium.
I was like, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. The day he came back and Yuta came back with his body, what did I say? I hate this. 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 Because at that point, I came to the conclusion in my mind that he needs to stay dead. And it's part of the journey of going from boy to man. Yuji and Gojo aren't like foils in a conventional sense. They're mostly the same person, where Yuji, they are from the same faction. They have similar like mentalities towards their comrades, just to other people in general. They're very nice. They're helpful. Gojo's on the snarkier side, but at his core, he's someone who wants society to benefit from what he's putting out there, which is very much what Yuji is. Gojo values love the same way Yuji values love. Gojo wants to be loved. That's why he took Geto's descent into madness so hard. That was his best friend. Like, he found, like, the whole point of him having Geto was so that he could feel like somebody was equal with him, because everyone treated him differently because he stood so far above them. And seeing that difference, he wanted to create a society where it's like not like that anymore.
Just a whole bunch of other people like him.
Exactly. And that's at a core what Yuji wanted too. Yuji's grandpa gave him his curse. He said, yo, look, you need to die with people around you. You can't die alone, because for what it is, grandpa died alone. His daughter, Yuji's mom, died alone because Kenjaku killed her. Yuji's father died alone because Kenjaku killed him. Like,
although his grandfather did warn his son about that. He's like saying, yo, don't trust that woman, bro.
Yeah, but like,
that was uncanny though at that time.
And Yuji went out in spite of all of this, tried to live a normal life, joined Jujutsu Society, tried to become like
actually
a pillar.
Made
like
friends.
he declared himself, I am you. I am you to Mahito. Is that what he said?
Yeah, Mahito was like, we're pretty much the same coin.
Yeah.
And he just accepted it.
Yeah, I am you, bro. But I'm not you to humans. I'm not like you. I am you.
To curses.
I am you to curses. I am a curse to curses. That's what he declared himself in an effort to eradicate Mahito, who was a menace to his friends. Like he's looking for that place. And where they become very interesting is the directions that their characters went. Yuji's aiming for the top. Gojo's at the top. Yuji has everything Gojo wants. Gojo is essentially what Yuji's aiming for, because Yuji's perception of his end goal is that he needs to be strong so that
he can stop Sukuna.
Exactly, and defend it. Like, it's like a tug of war of power, and then you slowly see Yuji ascend into that power, and you see Gojo descend into becoming not the strongest, but becoming someone regular. A boy. Gojo essentially goes back to becoming a boy.
I think also another thing too that's kind of interesting. Well, not necessarily interesting though, but just another point of it. The plot obviously couldn't move with the way Gojo was there because he's the strongest. He's literally the pinnacle of JJK of Jujutsu sorcery.
Mm-hmm. He's too big
It's
a deterrent.
why he needed to be sealed in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it or if you take a note of it, every big major thing, they had to remove Gojo. If Gojo was there, none of this would have had gotten to the point that it is. Which also brings back the other point that Geto asked him before, during the descent. Are you the strongest because you're Gojo? Or are you Gojo because you're the strongest?
My man answered the fucking question. He answered the question.
Which brings it all back to like Yuta when he was in Gojo's body.
He was the
There's
strongest
levels to this.
because he's Satoru Gojo. And it just is what it is, bro. He wasn't Gojo because he was a strong. He was him. He embodied
his mere
it, bro.
existence.
Yeah. And it brings to the point of like expectations versus reality. And maybe not say perception versus reality, and expectations versus reality. People are expecting him to be the strongest, and he lied. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. He didn't lie, but he lied. When they asked him if he could win, he lied.
Or at least he believed that he was up there.
I don't think he believed it. I don't think he believed it.
You don't believe that he...
No. I think he's told 2 lies in the story that are significant. Not the first. I don't think he's ever lied to Yuji. Except for the times where he's like keeps little things from him just to make sure that plans go through. But when he's talking to Yuji on a base level and reasoning with Yuji, I don't think he's ever lied to Yuji. When he told Yuji I'd win the first time he fought Sukuna, I think he believed that. That's why I don't think he was lying. I think the lies came when he said, I alone am the honored one. And I think that was to set up him going down and Yuji coming up, because ultimately Yuji becomes the honored one, like literally and figuratively, because he becomes the pinnacle of Jujutsu because Gojo's dead and Sukuna's taken out. And I think the other lie was when he was taken out of the prison realm and he said it again, I'll win. I don't believe that he believed that at that point. I think he knows he has 10 shadows. He knows Sukuna was strong already. I don't think that Gojo believed he would have beat Sukuna. I think everything all the training that we see in the flashbacks is evidence that it was evidence that he did not think he would win this fight. He wanted to win the fight. He was desperate to win the fight. And you could see it in the fight because he did things that were out of character. The way he used Infinity on Megumi, it's out of character.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of character, bro. Like, he was desperate to win the fight, but he knew he had to fight desperate because he couldn't win straight up. And then he says it again when he passes and he's in the way station. And he's presented with two options: go north or go south. He could have went south. And I believe going south means you stay the same, and going north means you change.
You change, yeah. Acceptance.
He could have went south. South would have been him coming back. South would have been him reverse curse techniquing his body back together, or doing a binding vow or something and coming back to life, because he still thinks he can win, but he knew he couldn't. And going north was him changing
Acceptance.
and becoming a person who would accept that the pupils that he saw as the future would be able to finish what he started. That's why I think it almost makes you feel like he won the fight, but not in a physical sense, but in a mental sense, because he staked everything knowing and trusting that the kids
people
would
was
pick
going
it
to
up.
follow. Yeah.
So ultimately, I think he wins like the war of ideals with Sukuna from that perspective. But obviously, he loses the fight. And then Sukuna himself is also, this is why I love the last chapter, bro. The conversation he has, that Gojo has with Yuji before, where he's like, "Aren't you sick of me, bro? Like, what? Why do you want more of me? I'm not what you should be striving for. You are someone who is way more special than I am." And Yuji calls him timid. And while it's not said explicitly in the words in that way, that's what Gojo's implying to Yuji. Yo, stop looking at me. Look at yourself. Look forward.
Mm-hmm.
You are special. He is essentially admitting that he is not the honored one. It's not him. You are better than me, and I expect great things from you. And then what does he do? He uses a completely opposite tactic of what Gojo did. Instead of trying to destroy Sukuna, he tries to reach out to him. And the thing and the value that Gojo sees in Yuji, which is Yuji's soul and how much he cares for life and how much he's willing to give chances, that is what makes Yuji the honored one. He has the strength, he has the specs, he has the physical attributes to match up with both of them, Gojo and Sukuna.
I mean, nobody else is actually throwing a card.
Yeah, but he took the next step. And that is what turns Sukuna into such a beautiful character, because he's the monster who wasn't always a monster, because he wasn't a curse. He was a human.
He was a human.
And he was forced down the path the same way Yuji was, which is why
he chose. Well, go on.
He chose a path. Let's phrase it that way. He chose a path, given the same, not like exactly the same, but given the same like parameters Yuji was given. Struggles, stuff with his mom. We obviously don't know who his mom is necessarily, but struggle with his mom. His mom was starving. Everybody thought he ate his brother because he was an evil spirit. And when he came out, he leaned into that. But he was never a curse. He was a human. But people treated him like a curse. Again, expectations and perception versus reality. And instead of staying a curse, which is what he tried so hard to do for all this time, turning himself into cursed objects and everything, he decided at the end
There's an actual different path.
To go north.
I don't necessarily have to stay as this monster.
Which is why he's not a true foil to Yuji. And then you have the only true foil to Yuji in the story left, staying and going south in Mahito, who remains a child and a curse. If you read the whole thing week by week and you get separated from Yuji for long stretches, it's so easy to lose this part of the story. But the story is really just about Yuji. Like, really think about that.
Yeah.
The story's really just about Yuji. So, which is why I'm not super mad about all the Heian era stuff we didn't get. We didn't get flashbacks for a lot of things.
The
story's about a boy, bro.
Yeah, no. Would it be would it be cool? Sure, it would be cool.
It would be
but it's
fire.
not necessary.
It's
It's not necessary to the story, or it wouldn't have. It's not necessary. The hand error, seeing the hand error, it just wouldn't. I don't think it would even set up the story all crazy. I mean, it would be interesting in seeing a little bit more of Sukuna in a different light, or however way. But I don't think it would also. I don't think it would be too drastic of a thing.
I would love it if we got like light novel now, light
novel
style content. The same way we got like
Zero?
novels for Naruto.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Naruto side stories. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be very nice to see stuff like that. Like particularly for people like specifically for Sukuna, because I would love to see like not like everything, but
at least some of the key moments on what pushed him or made him as such.
Yeah,
that'd be
maybe
interesting.
a little bit to do with Urume.
That would be nice. I think we do need a little bit information of Urume because we actually know nothing of them.
The Shrine Maiden. I don't even need to see a full Heian era flashback. If you gave me a little bit of history about Tengen, he and Tengen's relationship, and he and Kenjaku's relationship in the little bit of lighten up, like that would be cool.
Yeah,
because
that would be nice.
That's a nice little way to like. And I think this is so popular that this is something that is not out of the question. And I'm honestly excited because now he can move on from JJK.
Do other stuff. I am hyped to see what.
This is his first one.
Mm-hmm. I am hyped to see what else Gege would do from here.
This is Gege's first one, bro.
Gege proves that they can definitely write.
Yo, who besides the GOAT? Who got a opening manga like this, bro? Besides the GOAT. Don't know. The GOAT's opening manga still going, so that's
all right. So big major question, because I know that we've been talking about this for a good minute. You think we get a part 2?
If we do get one, I don't think it's gonna be like a direct sequel.
Mm-hmm. You thinking like far removed new cast if we were to get a part 2?
Yeah, Gege is a sneaky bastard. I wouldn't be surprised if he went like the Fire Force Soul Eater route and like pushed it into the future or some shit. And the barrier for the fingers no longer holding up the barrier, because it was hinted that it wasn't gonna be a permanent situation by Gakuganji, and he didn't seem like he was in a rush to do anything about it. So maybe something fucks up in like 100 years into the future, and then we get some other series that with like a different setting, and they say curse techniques,
which was originally in Japan, now
because of the barriers down, they could spread all over the world. We could be in a different country.
They still got the U.S. troops still got some of the too. Yeah,
but they're supposed to be addressing that though, to go get them and stuff like it.
Yeah, they saying like in the epilogue they're saying that they're gonna go on ahead and follow up and go get them though, but maybe that can have something lingering issues or stuff like that in the future. Who knows?
Absolutely, and it could be interesting because curse techniques present differently in every generation. If we jump a generation or two into the future, we could get like curse techniques mixed with technology.
It's stuff. If he wanted to
go, like, if he wanted to say he didn't even need to call it JJK. It could be literally anything, and you don't find out that it's connected until the very end of the damn thing.
Soul Eater and Fire Force.
It's there, bro. And I'm very much the type of person who's like, let it play out. And this has been taught to me by One Piece, by the way, because there's lots of times I've been extremely upset and emotional about things that happen in One Piece, and I'm just like, and then maybe a chapter or two later, or even 30 chapters later down the line, you get a random answer, and you're like, oh, okay, this wasn't so bad then. It's aggravating. Getting myself hyped up all the time, nah, can't do it no more, bro. Something happened, I'll be like, it's crazy. Can't see me, but I'm trying to like.
You're trying to peer out.
Trying to peer out from behind the door, like, what's going on?
What's happening here? What we really talk about?
It was a good chapter. It was a good. The last chapter was a very good chapter.
I think all in all, Gege did well.
Yeah. I would also give this one an 8. But I would give this one an 8. The ending 100% hurts the rating, hurts the overall rating for it. It's by no stretch perfect, but
it's also not the hot dumpster fire that people were making it out.
Yes, it hit the themes at the end perfectly. That whole chapter where they were in the dojo though with going to talk to Akotu, we ain't need all that shit. That could exist.
Oh yeah, the new shadow style, and they definitely could have left that out. Honestly,
that didn't need to happen.
That really didn't. Unless it's for down the line for a part 2, if we ever get that, or if that ever is a thing. All in all, quite frankly, wasn't necessary.
Gay clickbait.
Yeah, we could have used that chapter for something else, honestly.
Yeah. Other than that, though, thematically, tidy.
It was good.
Pace, crazy.
Long ass fight though.
My
man actually ran the gauntlet on their asses.
Mopped them up, bro. All right. What's your closing? You said 8 too?
8 is, yeah.
Yeah.
8 is good for it. So we got a question of the episode for y'all. What's the side character that stole the show for you?
I got a different question.
What?
English or Spanish? Yeah, what's the side character that really took over a show for you? There's some really good ones too, so run it up.
Yeah.
This last responses were a lot. We love you guys. Thank you.
You already know where to hit us up. In Another World Pod on Instagram. In Another World Podcast on Facebook. Truck Coon Talk on Twitter.
And In Another World Pod on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it right.
Hey, subscribe.
I'm not forgetful.
Like, follow, all that stuff. We would love.
Maybe I should go see a doctor.
I think you should, bro.
Bye.
We're signing out.
Later, y'all.